आजादी के 64 साल के बाद देश में अहिंसा बढ़नी चाहिए थी।
Why is it that the tear gas shells are killing people in Kashmir?
देश में शांति बढ़नी चाहिए थी।
What did the average Delhi citizen do when Sardarjis were being burnt alive in the capital of the country?
समानता बढ़नी चाहिए थी।
The tribal people are not part of the developmental processes.
देश में हिंसा क्यों बढ़ी?
Intellectual frameworks, policy frameworks that perpetuate mass poverty are a form of violence.
There has been systematic alienation of people from their lands and livelihoods.
Jammu Kashmir is the only state in the country which is not under the jurisdiction of NHRC.
How did we decide to shift from social justice model to social enterprise model?
दिल्ली से, बॉम्बे से जाते हैं लोग, सेठ लोग, जयपुर में पैसा देते हैं और पूरी पहाड़ी अपने नाम करा लेते हैं।
Can the corruption be dealt with actually?
The hardest thing is to get through the bureaucracy.
Conflicts occur in different contexts between different parties, and the issues are also multifarious.
Our issue has never been during last 60 years that of development alone. Our issue is the political issue. Settle it one way or the other, whatever it is, settle it once and for all.
पहला हिंसक आदमी वो है जिसने अपने हक से ज्यादा जमीन पर कब्जा किया और दौलत पर कब्जा किया।
There is the public sector and there is the private sector. We seem to have forgotten that there is the community sector.
Disputes between the beneficiaries of the project and those who are affected by the project.
They needed a protection, and that is what the constitution and the legal and legislative measures provide the tribal people with. But when the state itself violates those norms, you have a problem, and that is exactly why you have a situation whereby 88% of the tribal people should be poor and vulnerable.
But when we see a situation like a riot, where the state is actually on the side of the accused and not on the side of the victim, is actually hostile to the victim, the entire legal system breaks down, because the state, instead of trying to investigate a crime, tries to protect the wrongdoer, and therefore we find a whole culture of impunity.
इसके गांव पर क्यों हमला किया गया था? ये नक्सलाइट है इसलिए? नहीं, जमीन चाहिए कॉर्पोरेट्स के लिए। अगर देश का होम मिनिस्टर कॉर्पोरेट्स के लिए काम करेगा, देश की सरकार कॉर्पोरेट्स के लिए अपने देश के बच्चों के हाथ काट डालेगी और देश का मीडिया उसको लिखेगा नहीं और जुडिशरी उसको इंसाफ नहीं देगी।
I can name the SR Group, I'll name Vedanta Resources PLC.
It starts because I want it first.
ArcelorMittal.
I want it all.
The POSCO Engineering Corporation of South Korea.
I want it no matter how I get it, and I don't care if the other guy is not getting his due.
Why do they lack the foresight of involving communities?
All the languages of the tribes and the nomadic communities, they came to be seen as mere mumbo jumbo, mere a garbage.
Every one of us as citizens have a right to a dignified existence.
Should we not be concerned about simple human rights violations?
So the economic fundamentalism of the state has also religious and linguistic fundamentalism.
मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि 6 दिसंबर वो अप्रिय था। मैं मानता हूँ it should neither be condemned nor be condoned.
Riots actually take place when the state is complicit both in the process of enabling and allowing hatred to be manufactured, but also when the state is complicit when violence breaks out.
वो आदमी जो डिस्टर्बेंस क्रिएट करता है, उसकी दुकान इससे चलती है कि डिस्टर्बेंस क्रिएट हो।
All that lingers on after the actual violence is over, I think is far more dangerous, and it's because it's not on the surface and it just kind of lingers on, whether it's fear, whether it's anger, whether it's desire to retaliate, whether it's guilt. All of that I think is more dangerous because you don't quite know how to address it. You don't quite know how to attack it because it's not in your face.
आज के नौजवानों को पता ही नहीं है, नौजवान छोड़िए मिडिल क्लास को पता ही नहीं है कि वायलेंस की वजह क्या है।
In Bihar, the Maoists are not battling tribal issues. They are battling issues of caste. I mean, their platform is caste and property. In Bengal, the issue is tribal rights and also right to property.
मैं एक आदिवासी हूं उस गांव का, और शाम को मेरी जमीन मुझे नक्सलवादियों ने वापस कराई, जो कि इंडियन स्टेट की जिम्मेदारी थी, जिन्होंने शपथ खाई है भारतीय संविधान की। उन्होंने मेरी जमीन संविधान को परे करके छीन ली थी, और नक्सलवादी जो संविधान को नहीं मानते, उन्होंने मेरी जमीन वापस कर दी मुझे।
People's violence then will be countered by the violence of the state, which is faceless and even more cruel, even more inhuman than the violence which is born out of a sentimentality about loss of culture.
Who owns these forests? Who owns these natural resources?
If we face a water crisis, or if a water crisis is already upon us, it's not because of natural shortage. It's because of a gross mismanagement of our water.
Over the next decade or decade and a half, nearly 500 million people will move into cities. That is the scale of the challenge that we are looking at. And the conflicts that we are looking at will exacerbate, will really multiply many times.
We are very proud in our newspapers and so on to talk about how we are growing at 9% and 8% and so on. So clearly it is something, a benchmark against which we measure ourselves. But the question is, how good is this framework as a way of measuring human progress?
Entrepreneurs, their economy got liberalized. But what about the rural economy? Why is that not being liberalized?
There is an underlying assumption that for 1.2 billion people, you need a certain rate of economic growth, and that economic growth idea has to drive everything else, and we worry about the consequences as they come along.
If you are absolutely clear that you want 8% growth or 6% growth or 7% growth, you have a price to pay.
Even the creators of GDP as a concept have been warning us that in fact it's a very limited model.
Have we ever considered if happiness is a parameter for development?
Can we make a new central thesis, which is growth with sustainability?
आज हम कहते हैं कि इस पे बांध नहीं बने, इससे ये 2 बल्ब नहीं जले तो नदी बेकार है। ऐसा हमारा सोच बदलना पड़ेगा।
And you think use means abstraction, that whatever flows in the river is not being used. It's a fundamentally wrong way of looking at rivers.
Is there a way that we can begin to value things like forests, pollution, education and so on?
We need policy change and we need collaboration.
The fact remains that if we want to build next generation cities, we've got to begin completely rethinking.
How can water become a kind of organizing principle for the way we interact with others and with nature as well? Is that possible?
How do we celebrate the diversity of culture and identity in this country?
I think just slowly, subconsciously, what we think that Hindus and Indians is kind of being juxtaposed.
How do we learn to talk to our own people?
We seem to have abandoned the poor.
I think you need to stand up for the rights of the people out there for your own good.
You had Right to Information Act coming onto the picture. You had Right to Work coming onto the picture. You have the Forest Rights Act enacted along the way.
We have an excellent set of laws, but we have a terrible bit of implementation as to those laws.
हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि नौजवानों के बीच बात करें, समाज में बातचीत शुरू, समझ बढ़े कि आखिर वायलेंस शुरू कहां से हो रहा है, और अगर समझ बढ़ गई, समझ बन गई, तो शायद फिर सब लोग बदल डालें इस दुनिया को, इस जमाने को।